the mysteries and wonders that remain an enigma to the world. Thousands of people have climbed the world's highest peak, Mount Everest. But what is it about Mount Kailash that prevents mountaineers from scaling it? Why, to this day, has only one person ever reached the summit of Mount Kailash? Scientific studies on Mount Kailash have revealed secrets that astonish us in this age of reason. Most research on Mount Kailash has been conducted by Russian scientists who discovered that Mount Kailash is not a natural mountain but a pyramid created by an advanced civilization. Could there be an advanced civilization living inside Mount Kailash? What led the Chinese government to ban climbing on Mount Kailash, and what happened when they sent helicopters to explore it? One of Mount Kailash's greatest mysteries is a hidden cave said to stretch hundreds of miles. Could it be protected by an unseen force? Is there truly an ancient city named Shambhala concealed beneath Mount Kailash? And the most bewildering question of all, why does time seem to accelerate on this mountain? Why did every mountaineer who attempted to scale it lose their lives within days of returning? In today's documentary, we will uncover answers to some of these questions about the mysteries surrounding Mount Kailash, secrets that many remain unaware of. Even in this modern era, it's hard to believe, yet there's something about Mount Kailash that goes beyond human comprehension. After the British left in 1950, China invaded Tibet and took control of it. The border dispute between India and China in 1962 escalated into a brutal war, during which China seized nearly 72,000 square miles of Indian territory. Along with this, the region of Mount Kailash also came under China's control. Historical records from the time of independence and debates in Parliament stand as testimony to this fact. Not just Kailash Mansarovar, but a large area that was historically part of India, was ceded to China by Nehru. After the 1962 war with China, Mahavir Tyagi, a member of parliament from Dehradun, posed a sharp question to Nehru in parliament. He asked, "Under your watch, China has captured 72,000 square miles of our land. When will you get it back?" Nehru's response remains etched in people's minds to this day. Nehru said, "The land that has been taken is gone. Anyway, not even a blade of grass grows in that area." Hearing this, Mahavir Tyagi was incensed. He pointed to his bald head and said, "Nothing grows here either. Should I cut it off as well?" Nehru had no reply. He left quietly, without a word. Even during those times, there were discussions that India should at least make efforts to reclaim the Kailash Mansarovar region. It was the nation's misfortune that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel passed away in 1950. With no one left to pressurize Nehru, perhaps that is why Mount Kailash is not part of India today. The highest peak in the world is Mount Everest, which has been climbed by more than 7,000 people. But Mount Kailash, which is about 2,200 meters lower in height than Everest, has never been scaled by anyone except one person. We will explore the mysteries and reasons behind this as we move forward. It is said that merely catching a glimpse of Mount Kailash makes life meaningful. According to our Vedas, the city of Kubera is located near Mount Kailash. From here, the sacred river Ganga flows from the feet of Lord Vishnu, falls onto Lord Shiva's matted hair, and then descends to the earth. The four rivers originating from Mount Kailash, the Sutlej, Indus Brahmaputra, and Gagara, divide this entire region into four distinct parts and purify a vast geographical area in Asia with their pristine waters. Mount Kailash is situated in the midst of the Himalayan range, which stretches across India and Tibet. It is considered an extremely sacred site by followers of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. Hindus believe that Lord Shiva and his consort Parvati reside on this mountain. Mount Kailash is seen as the abode of heaven, the final destination of souls, and the spiritual center of the world. In Buddhism, Mount Kailash is considered the place where Lord Buddha attained enlightenment. Tibetan Buddhists believe that Buddha Demchok, the protector of the Dharma, resides on Mount Kailash. In Jainism, Mount Kailash is known as Mount Ashtapad, where the first Tirthankara, Rishabhadev, attained nirvana or liberation. Before moving ahead in the video, we have a small request for you. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe and write Har Har Mahadev in the comment box to share your blessings. Now, without further delay, let us continue this mysterious journey. It is said that no human has ever successfully climbed Mount Kailash. Those who attempted to climb it met their end. Many legends surround this sacred mountain, and to uncover their truth, in 1999, Russian expert Ernst Moldashev formed a special expedition team to study the mysteries of Mount Kailash. This team included experts in geology, physics, and history. They met with Tibetan lamas and conducted months of intensive research and study around Mount Kailash. Based on this experience, Moldashev wrote his book, Where Did We Come From?, presenting detailed accounts of the Kailash journey and its mysterious aspects. According to Ernst Moldashev's accounts, after extensive research and study, his team concluded that Mount Kailash was created by ancient humans or some divine power. Unbelievable, isn't it? In this modern age, such revelations are astonishing. Yet, according to Russian explorers and scientists, it's true. The team discovered that in the serene environment of Mount Kailash, they could hear noises from within, like the sound of falling stones. These sounds appeared to originate from inside the mountain. Why does it feel as though supernatural beings reside within Mount Kailash? This points to a great mystery beyond human comprehension. The team also found that Mount Kailash is a pyramid surrounded by several smaller pyramids. There might be a hidden supernatural world or a magical city inside Mount Kailash. They said the inner world of Mount Kailash is entirely different from what science understands. Its very existence defies human imagination. It's not that climbers haven't tried to ascend Mount Kailash. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, some mountaineers attempted to climb it, but disappeared. Those who tried to climb Mount Kailash claimed that time around the mountain flows faster than anywhere else in the world. As they ascend, they lose their sense of direction. Magnetic compasses become unreliable, and upon reaching a certain point, people start aging rapidly. Time on Mount Kailash moves 100 times faster than on Earth. In just 1 week, a person ages significantly. Climbers have shared experiences of rapid aging. Hair and nails grow at an incredible speed. Normally, one might trim their nails and hair 4 times a month, but on Mount Kailash, this needs to be done every hour. A clean-shaven person can grow a thick beard within an hour. Spending 1 week on Mount Kailash is equivalent to living several years elsewhere, and due to accelerated aging, people become old rapidly. The last recorded attempt to climb Mount Kailash was in 2001, when China permitted a Spanish team to ascend it. However, recognizing the religious sensitivity of Mount Kailash, the Chinese government has since prohibited climbing attempts. In 2007, a Russian mountaineer, Sergei Sistiakov, tried again with his team but failed. After descending, he described his terrifying experience. He said that at a certain height, his head and those of his team members began to ache as if it would burst. Their jaws stiffened and their tongues froze inside their mouths. They couldn't speak. Their legs became paralyzed and it felt as if an invisible force was punishing them. As soon as they decided to descend, their symptoms disappeared. Similar was the experience of British climber Colonel Wilson, who also failed in his attempt to climb Mount Kailash. He reported seeing thick layers of snow. Every time he looked up to plan his next step, lightning would strike in the sky, followed by a severe snowstorm, making visibility impossible. This relentless storm forced him to abandon his expedition. Mountaineers worldwide fear Mount Kailash. Despite modern equipment, people hesitate to climb it, as supernatural forces seem to guard this sacred mountain. This fear prompted the Chinese government to approach Reinhold Messner, a renowned mountaineer who had climbed over 100 peaks, to scale Mount Kailash in the 1980s. However, he changed his mind at the last moment and decided not to climb the sacred peak. Ernst Moldashev wrote in his book that Hindu and Tibetan scriptures mention a spiritual land called Shangri-La, located northwest of Mount Kailash. He said, "From a scientific perspective, it's hard to explain, but with complete conviction, I can say that Mount Kailash is connected to the functioning of Earth." He further stated that when his team analyzed all aspects of their research, the map they uncovered resembled the structure of DNA. Supernatural energy flows around Mount Kailash. Even today, monks communicate with spiritual gurus through telepathy. Before continuing the video, we have a small request. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and write Ha Ha Mahadev in the comment box to share your blessings. Now, without delay, let's continue this mysterious journey. Let's talk about the two famous lakes at the base of Mount Kailash, Manasarovar and Rakshastal. The exact origin of Mount Kailash and Lake Manasarovar cannot be determined. Legends and stories associated with this sacred pilgrimage date back to the Satya Yuga. According to one legend, Lake Manasarovar first originated in the mind of Lord Brahma, which is why it is called Manasarovar. It is derived from Manas and Sarovar, meaning the lake of the mind. On the other hand, Rakshastal is just as mysterious as its name suggests. Rakshastal translates to Lake of Demons or Lake of the Devil. Located 40 kilometers from the base of Mount Kailash, these two lakes are close to each other, yet completely different in nature. These lakes symbolize solar and lunar forces connected to positive and negative energies. Manasarovar, shaped like the sun, is the highest freshwater lake in the world. It spans an area of 320 square kilometers. It is believed that the Sarayu River of Ayodhya originates from this lake. Manasarovar represents brilliance and positivity. It is also said that goddess Parvati used to bathe in this lake, making it a holy site. Meanwhile, Rakshastal, shaped like the moon, is one of the highest saltwater lakes in the world, covering an area of 225 square kilometers. Despite being close to Manasarovar, Rakshastal is always restless, as if filled with some inner turmoil. According to legend, the demon king Ravana performed penance on the shores of Rakshastal to gain supernatural powers from Lord Shiva. In his greed for power, Ravana began cutting off his 10 heads one by one at the base of Mount Kailash. The place where Ravana's blood flowed is now Rakshastal. It is said that anyone who goes near Rakshastal faces grave misfortune. This is why people are advised to stay away from it. The water of Rakshastal is salty and considered inauspicious. Due to its association with demonic energy, this lake is deemed unholy. It is believed that while Lake Manasarovar is a blessing from Lord Shiva, capable of curing diseases, alleviating sorrow and fear, and granting salvation, the waters of Rakshastal are like poison to humans. Isn't it intriguing that despite being so close in the same geographical area, these two lakes are so vastly different? Did you know that a mysterious sound can be heard around Mount Kailash and Lake Manasarovar? Pilgrims have often reported experiencing the vibrations and sound of Om while staying in this region. There is no scientific explanation for this, but devotees believe it is Lord Shiva, the eternal yogi, chanting Om. Scientists describe it as a natural phenomenon, suggesting the sound might be caused by melting ice. However, many seekers and travelers who visit believe that this sound is not a mere coincidence, but a divine signal. It is said that the powerful energy of Mount Kailash and the spiritual forces present there give rise to this sound. Is it the simple noise of melting ice, or is it the miracle of the divine sound of Om? Near Lake Manasarovar, the constant sound of a damaru can be heard, accompanied by the resonating chant of Om. Scientists have yet to provide any definitive explanation for these sounds. When you hear these noises from a distance, they might seem like the sound of an airplane flying by. But if you close your eyes and listen in a meditative state, you can distinctly hear the damaru and the chant of Om. Scientists speculate that these sounds could possibly be caused by melting ice. Many travelers have also claimed to see vibrant lights of different colors on Mount Kailash at night. These lights are so intense that everything becomes clearly visible, as if some invisible force is showcasing its presence. Scientists have yet to fully understand the mystery behind these lights. NASA scientists suggest that the magnetic forces around Mount Kailash might interact with the atmosphere to produce this extraordinary illumination. But is it merely a play of magnetic forces, or is it a symbol of Mount Kailash's divine powers? This question remains unanswered to this day. Have you ever heard stories about the Yeti or the abominable snowman? It is believed to be a mysterious and giant creature that has been spotted in the remote areas of Mount Kailash and the Himalayas. For years, residents near the Himalayas have claimed to have seen this unknown being with their own eyes. Yet it remains a mystery. What exactly is it? A giant bear, a wild human, or some ancient creature? According to Tibetan and Nepali beliefs, this snowman roams around Mount Kailash and is known as the Yeti. Many stories about it are widely told. Some consider it a brown bear, while others describe it as a form of a wild human. There are even tales that this creature can attack humans and cause harm. The stories of this mysterious being add even more intrigue to these sacred and remote regions of the Himalayas. Scientists are also researching this subject. Some researchers believe that the Yeti could be a remnant of Neanderthal humans that might have survived in these icy terrains. However, this is just a hypothesis, as no solid evidence of its existence has been found so far. Many scientists worldwide have claimed the presence of the Yeti in the Himalayas, but it has not been proven to this day. On the 29th of April, 2019, a tweet from the Indian Army went viral on Twitter. It clearly showed the footprints of the Yeti. At that time, Para-Special Forces Major Sushant Singh came forward, sharing his experience. He revealed that while climbing Nepal's Makalu base with his army group, he saw more than 50 footprints of the Yeti for the first time, at an altitude of 4,000 feet on the mountains. Were these footprints truly those of the Yeti? Or is it just another mystery that has been added to the unsolved tales of Mount Kailash? Scientists believe that Mount Kailash may not be a natural formation, but rather a man-made structure resembling a pyramid. It is considered a massive pyramid that serves as the center of over 100 smaller pyramids surrounding it. Research has also revealed that Mount Kailash is highly radioactive, with energy radiating outward from its core. Geographically, Mount Kailash is situated 6,666 kilometers from the North Pole and 13,332 kilometers from the South Pole, showcasing its remarkable balance. Ancient Vedas also describe Mount Kailash as the center point of the earth, and scientists are beginning to confirm this. Mount Kailash, regarded as the heart of the Himalayas, lies precisely between the northern and southern poles of the earth. It is also referred to as Axis Mundi, meaning the world's navel or central point. According to Russian scientists, this site is influenced by supernatural forces which can be accessed by accomplished yogis. This mysterious and spiritual uniqueness of Mount Kailash makes it one of the most sacred places in the world. With its unique shape and grandeur, Mount Kailash stands apart from all other mountains. It resembles a giant pyramid, always covered with a pristine white sheet of snow. Made of solid granite stones, it remains unaffected by weather, as though crafted by divine hands. From a distance, it looks like a colossal shivling, and when viewed from above, the 16 surrounding peaks appear like the petals of a lotus encircling it. It seems as though a shivling is enshrined at the center of this lotus. The importance of Mount Kailash is mentioned in Kailash Khand in Shiva Purana, Skanda Purana, and Matsya Purana. It is believed to have been created by the penance of Adishakti. Mount Kailash is not only the physical but also the spiritual center of life. Everyone who visits here experiences a profound spiritual awakening, as if their very breath is being guided by a divine force. Did you know that there is an ancient and mysterious cave within Mount Kailash that remains a significant challenge for scientists and researchers? This cave, believed to stretch for hundreds of miles, is located in the lower part of the mountain. It is said that in ancient times, sages and yogis meditated in this cave, and as a result, several human skeletons have been found inside. As soon as you enter the cave, you hear an astonishing and trance-inducing music, which grows in intensity as you go deeper. This sound resembles the vibrations of a damru, tabla, and the chanting of Om. To this day, it remains a mystery where this sound originates from. One unique feature of this cave is that the oxygen levels inside are significantly higher compared to the external environment. A distinct fragrance can be felt within the cave, and as one ventures further inside, the body experiences strange vibrations. The senses start behaving unusually. When you close your eyes, peculiar visions appear, and you feel a sense of weightlessness, as if gravity has diminished. Moreover, the temperature becomes so unbearable that no one can venture deep into the cave. Scientists have sent advanced equipment like robots and drones to explore the cave, but these devices suddenly stop functioning after covering a certain distance. People who have entered the cave also report unusual effects on their health. Due to these factors, the entrance to the cave has been camouflaged and sealed with stones. The mysteries surrounding this enigmatic cave of Mount Kailash remain unresolved and have been kept hidden. This cave is not only a challenge for science, but is also considered a hub of spiritual and supernatural secrets. What is the mystery hidden in Mount Kailash that science has not been able to understand? Why is it such a forbidden place, and why does everyone fail to climb it? For centuries, people have tried to scale this mountain, but success has eluded them. However, a Tibetan monk named Milarepa is said to have successfully climbed Mount Kailash. He is believed to be the only person in human history who, through the grace of Lord Shiva, achieved the honor of ascending this sacred mountain, though there is no concrete evidence to support this claim. When China observed that no human had ever succeeded in climbing Mount Kailash, they made a bold decision to send a helicopter to the summit of the mountain. However, helicopters and airplanes are restricted in this area because the weather changes suddenly, making it nearly impossible for any aircraft to sustain itself for long. After studying the weather for several days, China chose a clear day and sent their helicopter toward Mount Kailash. Initially, everything seemed normal. The people aboard the helicopter marveled at the breathtaking views of Mount Kailash and believed they would easily reach the summit. But as they ascended higher, the weather began to change abruptly. Clouds started gathering above Mount Kailash, avalanches became visible, and dark, ominous clouds surrounded the helicopter. The pilot mustered courage and attempted to fly higher, but lightning struck and a fierce snowstorm began. At higher altitudes, the air pressure was so intense that controlling the helicopter became extremely difficult. Chinese scientists later revealed that due to Mount Kailash's unique geographic positioning, all directions appear to converge, which caused their instruments to malfunction. Even their compass stopped working. Ultimately, they decided to return safely and descended with racing winds. This event made China realize that conquering Mount Kailash was beyond their capabilities. After China's failure, Mount Kailash captured the curiosity of the American Space Agency, NASA. In 2015, NASA focused its satellite on Mount Kailash for a detailed study. During this research, NASA scientists shared some extraordinary images which showed a mysterious shadow over Mount Kailash. This shadow appeared as if a giant figure was sitting in a meditative posture. This sight astonished people worldwide, and many associated it with the image of Lord Shiva. This enigmatic figure further deepened Mount Kailash's sanctity and spiritual significance. To this day, Mount Kailash remains an unsolved mystery for humanity, standing as an extraordinary bridge between science and faith. There are countless theories about Mount Kailash. Some say this mountain wasn't always here, but was created. Others believe the mountain is hollow and contains a pathway to another world within it. The secret of the mysterious city, hidden inside Mount Kailash, remains an unresolved puzzle, offering us a glimpse of the deep connection between nature, spirituality, and science. If the incredible mysteries of Mount Kailash fascinate you and you wish to learn more about such captivating stories, do subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like and share this video so we can bring you even more intriguing and enlightening content. Your questions and suggestions are important to us, so please share them in the comments. Write Har Har Mahadev in the comment box and give your blessings.